Hey, what's up guys? I've been receiving a lot of questions recently about traveling. People have been kind of seeing me pop up all around the place, and they were interested in knowing if I had any tips or advice that I could offer. I think there's already just a plethora of travel information out there. Places to go, cheap ways of traveling, restaurants and museums that are interesting. So instead of giving tips, I thought I would do something a little different and offer you my perspective of traveling, why I think it's so incredibly important, and at the end of this video I'll share with you guys my little travel ritual I do every time I get to a new place. So first off, I think that I say travel, and in a lot of people's minds the word vacation kind of like comes to mind. To me it's just not that, but I think that people's idea of vacation is going somewhere similar to this, where it's a nice beach, but they're staying in a big hotel on top of the beach, and they're just relaxing in their chair, they're sipping on sangria, they're sunbathing, and every couple of hours they'll jump in the hotel pool to cool off. And that is their vacation. They'll take a couple selfies in between this, post those on social media, get a bunch of likes because everyone's in winter and they're jealous of that shit. But like I said, for me, that's just not what traveling is. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Escaping weather, going somewhere nice, or just going somewhere away from home to rest. But when I travel, I'm usually going for a specific reason. There's something about that place that really interests me and calls to me. There's some sort of knowledge that I want to gain. There's some type of reason why I'm going there. Whether that's an adventurous activity, or just something, like I said, that really just calls to me. I look at a picture online and I'm just like, I have to go see that waterfall, I have to go climb that mountain, I have to go see that volcano, whatever the case may be. And I think traveling is a tool. I really look at it as like a huge self-development tool. I see a direct correlation in my own life with the more I travel, the more I experience, the more I learn, the better decisions that I make in my own life. And the other thing is that traveling is just fun. Obviously, I think that's why most people do it. And I think traveling's kind of like tattoos. Like, people tell me that tattoos are very addictive. I don't have any tattoos, but I think the reason for that is that traveling kind of jolts you into this awakened state. It makes me feel like I'm alive. Whenever I'm on the plane, I feel like a little kid before Christmas, because I just know like some type of adventure is waiting for me on the other side. And I kind of have this thing that happens a lot where I'll start talking with the people next to me, get a vibe of who they are, what they're doing, and a lot of the time, not always, I'll talk to people where they're going away for a weekend vacation. Whether that's to party with friends, or that's to hang out with family members, or whatever their reason is. And kind of similar to the beach aspect, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with jumping in that hotel pool. But to me, you got the ocean right there. It's full of salt water. Why not jump in the ocean? And I know people have obligations, work, family, but 2 days just isn't enough for me. When I go somewhere, I like to stay there for at least a month. I find a month gives me enough time to fully immerse myself in the culture, fully immerse myself in that total experience that that place has to offer, which you simply just cannot do in 2 or 3 days. So when I first get to a new place, the little ritual that I like to do, I pretty much do this every time I get anywhere, whether I arrive that night or the next morning. I wake up and I throw my little backpack on and I start walking. And what I'm doing is I'm walking as far as I possibly can north. And a common thing that I forget is, as far as I walk, I gotta walk that far back. So usually what I do is I walk until I'm completely exhausted, then I chill out for a long time, rest, and then I walk back. Next day, I'll walk as far as I possibly can east, then as far as I possibly can south, as far as I possibly can west. And this usually takes me, the first week, 4 days, however long, and I'm not just aimlessly walking here. I'm really enjoying myself. I'm observing the people around me, what this place is like, what's going on, and I'm also looking for things around me within walking distance. Walking doesn't cost money, so it's a great cheap way of exploring. And not to mention, it's healthy. It's hard to find time to work out when you travel, so what I like to do is just walk as much as I possibly can. My legs are kind of hurting today because I did a big hike before doing this actually, but the point is that while I'm walking, I'm seeing what interests me, whether that's a museum or a restaurant. Me in particular, I love nature, so I'm looking for recreational areas, parks, anywhere that I really want to explore. And then I kind of know what's around me, and I know what I can do, where I can just walk to. It's a lot easier when you're just walking. Once I've completed this, that's when I start traveling out a bit more. I'll start taking buses, trams. A lot of places offer bikes that you can rent. And what I'm doing essentially is I create this circle, and I'm slowly just pushing outside of it. And I'm seeing more and more and more. And obviously, you should look at these things up before you leave, see what you're interested in. But I find more often than not, I find these small hidden gems that I just wouldn't find online. So that's another reason that I love to just kind of walk around. And if you guys have been watching my videos or following my channel, you'll see that I'm always kind of walking around in a new area. It's just what I enjoy doing. What do you guys enjoy doing? Do you have any funny little travel rituals that you do when you're exploring? Do you think traveling can help you grow as a person? If you do, please leave a comment in the description box down below. If not, you can leave a like, and definitely click that subscribe button located somewhere on the screen for weekly videos. Thanks for listening. Peace.